What if the deadliest weapon in the sky depended on a pigeon's instinct? During World War II, psychologist B.F. Skinner created a bomb that quite literally thought with the help of birds. Locked inside its nose, pigeons stared at a tiny screen showing the ground below, and pecked at the target to steer the weapon mid-flight. The more the bomb drifted, the more frantically they pecked, correcting its path in real time. These weren't random movements either. Each bird had been carefully trained to recognize enemy ships and structures, turning instinct into precision. One pigeon was so focused, it pecked over 10,000 times in less than an hour without stopping. Even more bizarre? Sometimes 3 pigeons were used at once, essentially voting on the right direction like a feathery guidance system. And it actually worked. But despite its success, military officials couldn't shake one thought: this is too strange to trust. The project was cancelled not because it failed, but because no one could take it seriously. What if one of the most shocking proof images of history was never real at all? This photograph, often claimed to show a Turkish official taunting starving Armenian children during the Armenian genocide, was long accepted as genuine, even appearing in a book by historian Donald Bloxham published by Oxford University Press. But when experts took a closer look, the truth unraveled quickly. The image wasn't a single photograph, it was a crude collage. Parts of the man's body didn't match, the background abruptly disappeared, and even the children's proportions were inconsistent. A photographic analyst confirmed it within minutes. The scene had been stitched together from multiple images. Even more telling, the man's clothing didn't match the time period of the World War I Ottoman era, raising further doubts about authenticity. Eventually, the publisher acknowledged the truth, labeling it a fake in later editions. Today, the image serves as a powerful reminder. In history, not everything we see can be trusted. Sometimes, even the most emotional evidence is carefully constructed to shape what people believe. What if the force that would later help defeat Hitler first helped him start the war? In 1939, just weeks before World War II erupted in Europe, Joseph Stalin and Adolf Hitler signed the secret Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, a deal that quietly divided Eastern Europe between them. When Germany invaded Poland from the west, the Soviet Union invaded from the east just over 2 weeks later, trapping the country in a deadly vice. But the invasion was only the beginning. In 1940, Soviet forces carried out the Katyn massacre, executing over 20,000 Polish officers and intellectuals in secret. At the same time, hundreds of thousands of civilians were deported to remote regions like Siberia, many never returning. This is the lesser-told side of the story. While the Soviet Union would later play a decisive role in defeating Nazi Germany, its early actions in 1939 reveal a far more complex and darker beginning to the war.